Get everybody on home. Alright. Hit a couple more buttons. And a few more people get on the deck before I get to digging, because I know I'm going to have to repeat myself 117 times. So, Makia, however you say her name, Bryant. We'll call her Miss Bryant. Hello. Y'all gotta excuse me. I've been moving and grooving all day. But I want to talk about this situation because it's created a lot of controversy, and I think the timing of the situation is what got a lot of people up in arms. I think there's a lot of different dynamics people not taking into consideration. But first I'll say the cop was dead wrong. So my guy, what's happening? I'll say that the cop was wrong. But even though the cop was wrong, you got to place some accountability on Makia. And you got to place some accountability on the father. What's happening, King? You got to place accountability on everybody in this situation, because everybody in this situation was completely fucking wrong. Okay, everybody that was there on the outside of the girl was wrong for being there. Okay, they showed up to a girl's house to jump her. All right. The girl called the police. Because these people who were wrong were at her apartment or her house to jump her. So she called the police and said, they about to jump me. I need y'all to get her. Right? So she's in the house, calls the police. With her dad. Okay, so there's an adult in the situation. There's an adult in the situation in the house with his daughter. What's happening, everybody? There's an adult in the situation that's with his daughter in the house when she calls the police because they coming to jump her, right? The police car pulls up. We see him get out. What's going on? The girl then runs out the house with the knife and goes to swinging it at people. And when he goes to shoot her, she got it cocked back and she's right in front of the girl. The girl throw her leg up. Boom. Bang, 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 bang. Right? Boom. Right there. That one moment is what everybody's up in arms about. Then 4 shots. Okay, so the officer was dead ass fucking wrong to shoot 4 times. Okay? The officers are trained to disarm and disable. Okay? You're 5 feet away. You pull up to a bunch of girls. I don't give a fuck how old they was. You pulled up to a scene with a bunch of women, bro. And you're 5 feet away from this girl swinging this knife. And you let off 4 shots. You didn't go for your taser when you seen her running around as the aggressor. You didn't let off. You didn't grab your taser when you seen her running towards somebody else. You didn't know she had a knife until she got directly in front of you. So, you see someone coming as the aggressor and you know you was responding to a hostile situation. You didn't reach for your taser. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go for anything else. You went for your firearm. Whoa. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, the fact that you didn't care about nobody else's life around here, okay? You got from memory, I would say it's about 8 people out here, right? I remember seeing about 4 females here. The one girl that was about to get stabbed, the girl stabbed, and the girl on the ground over here, and the nigga who punted her motherfucking head across the street. Definitely saw that. But you're 5 feet away. I mean, at that range, you could have, you could have grabbed the arm. Hold on, bitch. You could have went for your taser. Hold on. Or if you was going to reach for your gun because it's that hostile of a situation, you could have pulled that gun, hit her in the leg. Bow. It's a woman. I don't care how old the woman is. Whether she's 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, you hit a woman with a bullet in the leg, she gonna drop. Okay? You hit her in the shoulder, she's gonna drop. Hit her in the leg, disarm, disable. Hit her in the shoulder, disarm, disable. Hell, you let that motherfucking gun off, bow, she's gonna stop because a gun went off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was, and for me, a point I had to make to a pilgrim earlier today was the point that I had to make to this pilgrim earlier today is I grew up in the trenches. Okay, I grew up down the way, not this new pretty down the way. I grew up on 13th Street when Over the Rhine was considered the FBI's #1 place in America to be met with violence. Right, so I grew up in probably the worst area in that time. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, down the way where you couldn't even walk down there if you wasn't from down there. I remember being 12, 13 years old, getting off the bus at Walnut and 13th, getting my bike off the front of the bus and a nigga getting shot right next to me. And I was like, oh, I got my bike off and I rode up the street. I didn't run or nothing. Like, the dude shot him, ran off, got in the whip, pulled off, and I just rode my bike. I never told my dad about it for years because it was normal. It was so normal that it was like, oh, okay, cool. Got shot again today, but this time it was right next to me. That's crazy. Probably should have told my dad about that back then, but I didn't, right? So growing up in them situations, you know what I'm saying? Even when we moved out to Colerain Township, I graduated from Colerain and I went right back to it. My first apartment was the Ezra Charles Apartments, not the Arts Apartments, the Ezra Charles Apartments. You know what I'm saying? The trenches. I was selling dope in the senior city in the old folks building on Central Parkway. Okay, I was in the trenches. And I've only had to draw my strap twice in my life, and I bust both times, okay? I won't give specific details because that ain't nobody's business. But every time that I let off that shot, it was never to kill. It was to disarm and disable. Either you got to either you didn't say it, I'm about to go to my car, get this strap, and do something to you. So I'm like, bow, no, you not. Or you got something on you, and I feel like you might have intentions to harm me. So, bop, nigga, you fuck out of here. So if I grew up in chaos, right? If I grew up in chaos and I got enough sense as a grown ass man who really about all that, right? If I got enough sense to think, shit, let me go ahead, stop him from doing this. Not kill him, but let me stop him from doing this. Then you mean to tell me a police officer who has been trained to the fullest extent to deal with these situations in multiple different ways doesn't have enough sense to be able to make a better decision on the whim like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, the reason I know he was trained to the fullest extent because police officers have to go through a very rigorous training process. Okay, your academy is 8 to 12 months long, right? So you gotta think you in the academy going to the gun ranges, learning your tactics and your takedowns and all of that for a year straight, right? Laws and all of that for a year straight. You learning that. Then you have to be with a senior officer for a year as your partner before you're allowed to patrol by yourself. The fact that he pulled up patrolling by himself means he was fully trained. You're fully trained and you couldn't make a better decision when you seen a group of girls fight and everybody like, he didn't know they was kids when he pulled up. Look, when I seen the video, I knew they was fucking kids. Okay. I know what kids look like. I lived in Columbus. I know what Columbus kids look like. Not that they look different than any other kids. But at the end of the day, he was dead fucking wrong for shooting that girl 4 times. I'm not even sure how that happened because when he started shooting, the girl's back was to him and she was doing this with the knife. How did she get shot 4 times in the chest? So that means you shot, she turned around and you kept shooting. Okay, good brother. All right. Bet. So he's 100% wrong. Okay, now let's get him out of the situation. Again, everybody that was at that house that didn't live there and they was there on bullshit was completely wrong for even being there. They got to take some accountability, right? Matter of fact, speaking of that, if I go somewhere, right? Oh, perfect example. A group of guys go in to rob a bank, right? In robbing the bank, something goes wrong. Someone there tries to defend themselves. One of the robbers gets killed. Bang, by one of the security guards. When the other robbers are caught, they're charged with the death of their partner because it was their actions that led to him dying. Right? So everybody who was there on bullshit should be held accountable for being there and that girl dying because of it, right? Secondly, the father. I am a father of 5. I got 2 sons, 3 daughters, okay? I got shit. But the way the world looking is going to be real stupid, right? So as a father, if 6 girls show up to fight my daughter and she calls the police, what you doing? Get your ass back here. You're not going out that motherfucking door, because then I might have to get out here punching on bitches too. And then I'm going to get shot because I'm a man. No, sit your ass still. When the police get there, you still not going outside. You sitting your ass in the motherfucking, you go to your room. I'm the fucking adult. This is my address these police are coming to. So I'm going to be the one to go outside and address the police about what's going on. My daughter called the police because these young ladies clearly showed here with ill intention, right? So the fact that you let your child run out the fucking door with a knife in her hand, whether you knew she had a knife or not, when you knew the police was on the way and your child ran outside, you was dead fucking wrong for that, dog. You was 100% wrong. You need to be held accountable just as well. Now, the young girl, you called the police. You was in the house. You saw the police pull up and then you decided, let me go stab me a bitch today. What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't gotta be black, white, Asian, Indian, Native American, none of that shit to understand that you just don't do some shit like that. Not in front of the police. Then that's what I'm talking about too. I've seen a lot of situations like that happen. They don't transpire to be as detrimental, but a lot of people do that weird ass shit. They talk that gangster shit, call the police, and didn't want to fight. I had a little fender bender back in January where motherfucking car in front of me accelerated and stopped. I'm not paying attention. I'm thinking I'm probably looking for a song on my playlist. Hit the gas, boom, I hit the motherfucker. I tell them like, well, it ain't no real damage. You know what I'm saying? You can get taken to a body shop and get that worked out. What's your insurance information? I'll go. Matter of fact, text me your number. I'll just send you my insurance card right now. You can just take it like that. He like, I ain't doing nothing till the police get here. I'm like, all right, it's unnecessary, but they're gonna tell you the same thing. Exchange information and we're done. So he calls the police. He got a son in the backseat, about mid-30s, early 40s. He popping shit the whole time, and I'm like, my man. Chill. I'm talking to your pops right now. Me and pops is the drivers. We handling business right now. You and your emotions, you can say that for when y'all drive off. No, I'm just saying, bro, you tripping. I might be tripping. Definitely my fault. I ran into the back of y'all. I can't say it was y'all fault, so I'm definitely in the wrong. But what you doing right now ain't gonna help the situation. He done already called the police, so we don't need to have no other conversation. None of us. Boom. So I walk off. The old man who was driving gets out the car, sees, a golf ball size dent in his bumper. Fuck. I'm like, brother, I got insurance. You're covered. I'm still here. I ain't fled the scene. Calm down. So dude get out the back seat. He like, you tripping, my nigga? I'm like, man, hey, brother, I'm not about to tell you too many times to stay out of this. This ain't got shit to do with you. He like, what you mean, bro? I'm like, why you get out the car doing all that, my nigga? I'm just saying, nigga, I'm boo. I said, bro, you do realize the police on the way. You think I'm about to, I said, if you should have did all this before he called the police, I'd have beat you the fuck up. But he didn't call the police, boy. We not about to fight out here. You might want to go to jail, but I'm damn sure ain't about to be fighting when no motherfucking police roll up. We both getting shot, stupid motherfucker. He got back in the car. Got out 5 minutes later. My bad, bro. I was tripping. No. Say that shit, bro, because if you'd have did that for the police got called out, to beat the devil out of you. You know what I mean? But again, so even in a situation like that, you know the police is on the way. Why would you even escalate a situation? They outside waiting for you to come outside on some gang shit. They probably didn't. I guarantee they didn't know the girl called the police because they was still outside. Nah, hey, real. Bro, on every God known to man across every nation, if one of my children was involved in this situation, I wouldn't be going live. I'm killing people. Period. Like, anybody tries to stab one of my daughters, I'm killing them. Like, fuck out of here. Anybody, police, regardless if I had any fault in the situation, then that's another thing. Dad, you right there. Nigga, the police just killed your child right there. And then you see another clip when the rest of the officers responded. They said it was 3 officers. They got out talking about Blue Lives Matter. Boy, why y'all ain't start fucking shit up? But that's getting off topic. At the end of the day, the officer was dead wrong for 4 shots. One, I would have gave him one. I don't care what you shot her with. She was coming at a person with a knife. That wasn't smart, okay? None of y'all was thinking about none of this shit, right? So the fact that you came out when the police, I can't wrap my head around that. Like, you waited till the police got there to try to stab a motherfucker? Like, that's stupid. Like, and then dad, you let her come outside with the knife? That's stupid. And y'all want to get on the news talking about it's a kid that lost their life. Guess the fuck what? Again, I grew up in down the way when down the way wasn't pretty, okay? I seen kids get shot, stabbed, beat up, jumped, bit curves and teeth knocked out and that shit all my fucking life. So that shit I don't care about how old you is. The decisions you make is the decisions you make. And at the end of the day, as a child, and you can't say, oh, she was old enough to make her own decisions because she was. Listen, at 16, you're not making logical decisions. That's why an adult needs to be involved at all times. So the fact that an adult was involved and he let you do that shit, his asses should be held accountable as well. The fact that y'all was standing at this girl's apartment waiting to jump her, causing her to call the police, getting her so emotionally vested she comes outside with a knife and ends up getting shot, all of you motherfuckers need to be held accountable too. I don't give a fuck because they black and they young. Listen, it is what it is. At the end of the day, none of y'all was thinking straight about none of this shit. And as a father, as a black father, I am more protective of my children than I've ever been before. Okay, so it was the daddy that kicked the girl head across the street. I did see the kick. I didn't know that was the daddy. But even still, my nigga, they saying the girl didn't even come outside till the police got there. So dad, you seen the police here and you kicking bitches' heads across the street, nigga. Nigga, you should have got shot too, stupid motherfucker. Why? Why would you put yourself in that position? Why would you put your child in that position? Nigga, the police been called. Get your ass in the house. Because we ain't going to jail today. And we ain't getting shot today. Because when they pull up, here's the thing. They like, that cop knew he was pulling up on some kids. Listen, that girl didn't call that police officer directly and say, hey, officer, whatever the fuck your name is, Doofy, because he was goofy looking in the motherfucker. Officer Doofy, these girls outside my house trying to fight me. I need you here sat. She called 911, and that operator took all them codes and shit, and then she put through the dispatch and said, we got a hostile situation at this address. So when he come up, all he knowing he coming to a domestic situation that's hostile. Oh man, I'm gonna have to run the whole thing back. But real, all it was a 16-year-old girl in Columbus got shot by the police, and they're blaming the police, but it was kind of her and her daddy's fault. Actually, all of their fault. Everybody's fault. But when he pull up, his mindset is, okay, I got to go deal with a domestic dispute. And I don't know who's involved, but I know it's a domestic dispute. So I don't know. Again, there's damn near 8 people outside at this time. All we know is a call came in. I don't know which one of you motherfuckers made the phone call. And then the first thing I see with it, y'all got to understand, this video is like, at the longest, a minute long, but he pulls up, gets out, hey, what's going on? Hey, guys, calm down. What's going on? Whoa. Hey, put it down. So as soon as I pull up and get out the car, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Before I get an answer, I see a knife and someone charging, got another person. Okay, you were completely out of your league, okay? You definitely don't need to be a cop if your first instinct is to shoot 4 fucking times, okay? You know how many times your finger got to move on the trigger to shoot 4 times? That's 4. And it was fast too. Did I do 4 times? Whatever. That's 4 fucking times. That means you were afraid. That's fear. Okay, that's not logical thinking and let me de-escalate or disarm or disable this motherfucker. No, that's I'm going to kill you because I am terrified. That's like somebody like, I'll be there and nigga ass in here, and the first thing you think of is to go get your strap. Nigga, shit, nigga ain't gonna but ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. What are you doing? And if a nigga next to you and I'll be there and nigga ass in there, yeah, get on deck, get on dean, but come on, man, you're not just going to start punching a nigga unless you just got that kind of a complex about yourself. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But again, this ain't no regular civilian with a gun. Okay, this is a fully trained, I need y'all to understand that, fully trained police officer. Nah, I would never get online with nothing I got going on. Listen, if I ever have some bullshit going on, I'm posting happy thoughts all day. The sun is out. We got snow, we got sun. The day's a beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, and then I'm gonna go beat a motherfucker up in the midst of that. But I'm gonna be making happy statuses afterwards too, because I don't need that kind of attention. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you're a fully trained police officer. This is your profession, and you're at least 2 years into this profession. Why was the first thing that came to your mind to shoot this girl 4 times? I don't care how old the girl was. You shot her 4 fucking times, brother. How nervous were you? How bad is your nerves to where you see a bunch of girls fighting and you see a knife and you just start shooting 4 times? You could, as fast as she moved, you could have clipped her. She was close enough. You could have tripped her ass. She would have failed. And everybody like, well, he technically saved the other girl's life. Listen, hold on. I'll be right back. I heard somebody say she had a big old knife. This is what the fuck that girl had. A paring knife. You use this to peel stuff with, you know, I like to eat peaches with this, I cut a slice, okay? So this, okay? They like, oh, she could have cut her throat or stabbed her in the eye. She stabbed from here. So that's gonna be below the waist. The most you're gonna get if you come up some, you might got that girl titty, okay? She gonna bleed a little bit, but at the end of the day, and then that's another thing. You know what, Takia, you just made a very valid point, because that was actually what I was getting to next. Police don't show up fast, okay? They just don't, okay? They don't show up fast. You got a bunch of people in front of your neighbor's yard yelling and screaming, and you know they motherfucking kids. Okay, where the fuck was the adults in the neighborhood? Y'all could have de-escalated that. Y'all get the fuck out of here. Y'all not doing all that. Nah, not around here. Nope. I remember a situation. Now, I advocate bullshit, okay? I feel like kids need to fight sometimes. I was sitting in here on live one time, and I had something told me to get up because I heard some rustling outside, and the Mexicans had stopped working. Now, I'm not trying to be judgmental or prejudiced or nothing like that, but when you see Mexicans stop working, something's going on, okay? Because they ignore everything and they sing la 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 bamba, but when they all stood up, stopped, because they was doing landscaping work, they all stopped, turned around. So I'm like, hey, that's crazy. And then I noticed what time it was, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe that's my daughter. Like, she might be getting off the bus. What if she's involved? So I end up coming out, and it really was my daughter involved in the situation. Here's the thing. I'll beat y'all daddy up. I can't say that. I'll do some things to your mama, right? But, oh yeah, for sure. But when I came out and I saw the girl like yelling and screaming, and I walked up, my daughter had her back. She like, I'm gonna go get my daddy. She like, I don't give a fuck about your daddy. I immediately pushed my daughter behind me like, what the fuck going on here? No, we not doing that. No. And then, of course, they got everybody that was on the buses now in this big ass yard trying to watch a fight. Y'all ain't gonna see a fight today. Y'all got me fucked up. What y'all fighting about? She had sat in my seat. And I asked her to get up, and she said, no, my daughter, like, I ain't know it was your seat. I'm like, Arian, okay, now you're lying. You got a habit of lying. You probably sat in that girl's seat because somebody was sitting in your seat, and you wanted to be smart and bossy like you are, and she got offended. But what we not gonna do is fight. And then I had a whole conversation with all the kids out here. Look at yourselves. Look at them. Y'all got Mexicans and white people just watching y'all. Y'all making a sideshow of yourselves. Y'all beautiful black princesses. Okay? No matter what the world tell you are, y'all are beautiful black women. And y'all out here fighting over a fucking bus seat? Shake motherfucking hands right now, or I'm gonna walk to your house and I'm gonna talk to your parents. And if I gotta beat your daddy up, I will. And everybody out there thought I was joking. And I'm like, I'm dead fucking serious. I'll beat all y'all daddies up. And they shook hands. I'm sorry, it wasn't that serious. It's okay. I shouldn't have sat in your seat. And everything was cool. The problem is a lot of these motherfucking parents and people that be in these neighborhoods is pussy for real. Y'all pussy for real. You hope the cop gets a death penalty. I think he should just I think he should just lose his job, bro. He should just lose his fucking job. Don't let him be a cop nowhere in the United States of America because he's terrified, bro. At the end of the day, this is good. They're gonna rule this as a justified homicide. He's not gonna do a day in jail. He's gonna get paid leave. I think they just need to fire him because he's unfit to be a cop. You were fully trained and your first thought was to kill as opposed to disarm and disable. So he should definitely lose his job, but being put in a situation like that, he had to do something. So he just did the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like a George Floyd. You think he should get the death penalty? Okay, that's something that should happen to Derek Chauvin, whatever his name is, the motherfucker that killed George Floyd. He should get the death penalty because he put somebody to death on purpose. You know what I'm saying? His intention was to kill, right? When he was screaming, "I can't breathe," and "Mama, oh my God," and all that, he's detained, and you're still sitting there with your hands in your pockets with a straight face. You didn't care about that man's life, so yes, you should be put to death. This dude, I saw the pictures of the fucking cop. He's a fucking dweeb, okay? He probably was bullied or was just a fucking nerd. He probably got into the police academy on some academic shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he don't strike me as a motherfucker who, but you obviously can't tell a motherfucking circumstance, but he a fucking dweeb, right? You a fucking dweeb, you get put in a situation, you see a knife first, you get scared for yourself. He ain't even coming, motherfucker ain't even coming to you, you scared to death. Oh, God. Shit. Y'all see that big ass knife? Again, what y'all gotta understand, y'all so mad at this motherfucking cop. Why ain't nobody saying nothing about the dad, bro? She was in the house. She was in the house with her dad, bro. The police get there and then her and the dad come outside. She stabbing motherfuckers. The dad kicking little girls' heads across the street. Both y'all that was some clown shit. The whole situation was some clown shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I can't wrap my head around that. Like, as a father, how the fuck you allow the police to come and then you get on bullshit? Doesn't make sense. Both of y'all's fucking clowns. You know what I'm saying? And as a black man, I ain't kicking nobody in front of no police. Okay? I don't care what y'all doing. You know what I mean? Like, because I know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm never gonna call the police, right? I'm never gonna call the police unless there's a situation that could possibly fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's some shit like that, I'm not calling the police. Let's get out here. Let's get out here. I'm gonna squash this shit, but I ain't gonna call the police. But if my daughter done already called the police, girl, get your cock ass in the house. You clearly don't want no smoke. Get your ass in the motherfucking house. Go to your room, and when the police get here, I handle it. You will never come out that motherfucking house. And that's the thing. I got gonas. Okay? Everybody know how I am. With my kids, I be in Walmart in the toy section and all my kids be in single file line damn near. And if they get too far out of line, hey, how do we move? And all you hear is 5 voices. As a unit. And then they right back on the cart. We don't fuck around. Okay? So if I tell my kids, sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere, they gonna shut the fuck up, go sit down. I don't care. I got a 13-year-old that's bigger than me damn near. My nigga weigh about 170. Wear a 9.5 or a 10 in gym shoes. Wear a 36, 38, something like that in the waist. That's a big ass young man. Guess what? I'm 160 pounds. Yes, for all y'all that be keeping up, I lost my 4 pounds that I gained. I don't know what the fuck happened. I lost it. It's gone. Bye. Right? But I'm back to 160. You know, I wear a size 9.5 in the shoe, and I wear a 30 in the waist. Man, that big ass nigga come doing anything I don't like, go sit your ass down. Yes, sir. It would have made more sense to me if it was the mom, because I would expect, no disrespect to any of the women, but I would expect a woman to get that emotionally involved that she come outside thinking she about to fight too, which is idiotic because these kids fighting and your old ass is out here fighting. You know? It makes sense to me. I can't fathom that. But you a grown ass fucking man out here to help your daughter fight a bunch of girls? Boy, you stupid. Take your ass to jail. Now your daughter dead because you couldn't handle the situation properly. Because you couldn't think properly as a parent. You got to put some accountability on the father. The police showing up, yelling and screaming, and you kicking bitches' heads across the street. Boy, what's wrong with you? About idiotic. I mean, all of it is fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? And everybody keep doing this. I seen a girl, the reason I went live, because I seen a girl say some stupid shit like, this whole situation lets you know that a white man would protect black women before black men would. And I'm like, are you saying that in regards to the situation? She like, yeah. I'm like, you know, well, this status this status just shows how uneducated you are about the situation, and yet you still feel confident enough to have a conversation, to have an opinion. You can't have a valid opinion if you don't know all the details. She like, if you didn't agree, you could have just kept scrolling. No, because you're being an idiot right now, and you're perpetuating what the fuck they want you to do. They want civil unrest. I don't believe in coincidence. This happened a few hours before the motherfucker was found guilty on all charges. They broadcasted the fuck out of that. You know how many police done killed people, teens in my life in this city and never got broadcasted, bro. They want civil war. They've been trying to do this civil war shit since Obama got elected. When the motherfucker was running, they started talking. They've been talking it for years because the Confederates just can't get over the fact they got their asses kicked. But they've been talking this Civil War shit and perpetuating that narrative since Obama got elected. So it's not like this is new. You know what I'm saying? This shit gets more and more broadcast, and nothing's happening because we continue to react the exact same fucking way. We go to social media, make a bunch of posts. We go march. We burn shit down. As soon as somebody gets some money, we shut the fuck up and go back to our day to day. Ain't nobody trying to. They talking about police reform. We need community reform. Fuck them police. The police and people. Human nature is people do what they're allowed to do. Okay, so if this police officer feel like he allowed to get this shit off, he gonna get that shit off. But if we got community reform, right, and we handling our business the way we need to handle our business, can't no police officer pull up on none of us and do none of that because we on dick with it. Fuck is you doing here? We got this. Well, we got a call about a domestic dispute. Yeah, and we're handling it. You can go ahead. We got this. You don't see them videos when the police you pull up using excessive force. You see a camera. You see a camera pointed at the cop, but you also see 3-4 cameras in the background, and there's one police officer doing this bullshit. Why the fuck y'all let that shit happen? You know how many times I was leaving Kenwood Mall one day. And right where that at the light where you get on the highway, they had a guy pulled over right there. It was 2 cops on the bike and 2 officers that was in the car. The man is standing outside the car talking, well, officer, and I heard one of them get loud while I was sitting at the red light. I put my car in park. I got out and I stood up. My man, you all right? Sir, we got it. I ain't talking to y'all. Sir, you all right? Oh, yeah, I'm good, young man. Okay, I'm just making sure you good. You good? Because I'm not driving out till you are. Sir, keep it moving. I keep it moving when I fucking feel like it. Y'all not about to make me do nothing if I feel like this man's life is in danger. Okay? Now, yes, that could have went a different way. But guess what? I would have been okay with that because that's what I was prepared for when I stopped to check on this man's well-being. One man about 50 years old, 2 bike cops and 2 cops from a car, and one of y'all raising y'all voice. Boy, y'all better chill the fuck out. They do that shit when they feel like they can. Okay? If they don't feel like they can do it, they're not going to do it. Another situation, me and one of my partners, we at a park over in North College Hill. Behind the fire station or police station or whatever. It's a little park over there. We sitting here chilling, talking in the car. Our kids is playing. Police pull up on us. We got a call and it was drinking and drugs going on over here. I was like, well, there's no drugs here. So he's like, what y'all doing over here? My nigga, well, officer, hey, chill the fuck out, bro. We not doing that. The fuck you look like? What it look like we doing, officer? What it look like we doing? We sitting in the car talking. We sit in the car talking. What law we break? All right, when we ain't got nothing to talk about. Can I get your license? No. I'm not driving. I'm not driving right now. I'll give you my social security number though. You can take that. Well, I need your, no, you don't, bro. Everything you need to know about me is attached to my social security number. Here go my social security number. Get the fuck away from me. My nigga, oh, here you go, officer. Here's my driver's license. Well, you ain't driving. It's considered driving when the keys are in the ignition. The car don't have to be on, but if the keys in the ignition, they can get you for driving without a seatbelt. They can get you for open flat. They can get you for all driving under the influence. They can get you, as long as my keys is in the cup holder, my door open, my foot hanging out. Okay? He walk away with my nigga's driver's license and my information that he wrote down. He comes back because my nigga had a McDonald's cup with some Sprite in it. He finished it, put it in the trash bag, tied the trash bag up, put it back on the floor. The dude ran back to the car. What are you doing? You put something under the seat. You put something under the seat. I was like, man, what? And I went to reach for the bag. He's like, don't reach. I went clean, smooth, the fuck off. Boy, get your hand off your gun, you bitch ass boy. Ain't nobody about to do nothing to your scary ass. It's a bag of fucking trash and I dumped it on his feet. You scared? No, I just, when you reach, and shut up, bro. My son is looking at us. You think I'm going to shoot you in front of my son, dumbass motherfucker? We at the park. Well, can I just know you can't? You can go finish running the motherfucking license, do your job, and you can leave me alone. My nigga, oh, officer, it was just trash. I had finished I had some Sprite, and I had just got done drinking, and I just put it in the trash because, I'm in his car, and I don't want to leave no trash in his car, that's rude. I'm like, damn, bro, you giving hella explanation. Shut up. So, boom, in my backseat, I got a bottle of wine from the night before. He get the bottle out of the backseat. He read it. He like, well, I seen you. He talking to my nigga. I seen you with this when I pulled up. He like, yeah, I was looking at the alcohol content and what kind of wine it was. And he real big into wines. So he was just educating me on the wine. He like, oh, okay, cool. Well, it's opened. And I was like, wasn't nobody drinking it. You want to do a breathalyzer, motherfucker? Like, what? He like, sir, no, ain't no sir. You asking too many questions. You taking too long. You making my kids uncomfortable. Run my fucking shit. See that I'm a law-abiding citizen. Run him his ID and then go on about your business. Another car pull up. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. I don't care how many of y'all it is. I could care less, right? So they get us out the car. Check our pockets. I'm compliant. Go ahead. Ain't shit in there. I just told you wasn't nothing in there. But I also know I ain't going to jail. I also know you ain't writing me no citation. You just wasting my motherfucking time making my kids uncomfortable. But that's fine because you got to sleep on that shit because you pussy. You ain't going to see, my kids ain't going to see me bow to you. I bow to the Most High, not you. You suck my dick, nigga. Why are you so hostile? Because you're bothering me and I'm at the park with my kids. Talking to my friend. Sir, we're just trying to have, a day with our boys and, as black fathers. Boy, shut your ass. I don't give a fuck about you as no black father. They gonna smoke your dumb ass because you scared. Dig this. They take him to do a breathalyzer and the sobriety test. He blowing the thing. I'm watching. I'm like, oh my God. He got his arms out. He your head back. They put the pen in front of his face and shit. He going back and forth. They do all that. They ask a few more questions. Tell him to go sit off to the side. All right, just have a seat right here. There's no chairs. There's ground. That nigga sat on the ground. Come on over here, sir. Let's do a sobriety test. Yup, I know I'm sober, so I'm like, I ain't tripping. Let's do it. So I go over, blowing the thing. Whew, nothing. All right, cool. So then they like, put your arms out, touch your nose, whatever the fuck they make you do. Boom. Then they do the pen. So he got the pen, and he's like, go back and forth, and he's like, come on, man. I'm going to ask you one more time, man. Were you drinking? And I just stopped. I stopped complying. I put my hands down and I look right at him. Can you just, no. What's the problem? You just called me a liar. I didn't call you that. Yes, you did. You didn't ask me 6 or 7 times, were we drinking? I told you no. You just asked me again to be honest with you, implying that I was dishonest, implying that I'm lying, implying that I have no integrity and that I'm scared of you. I don't give a fuck about you and what you about to do. All you would be able to do is write me a ticket. So no, I'm done with the test. Okay, can you go over there with your partner? Absolutely. The other cop, can you have a seat? No. What's the problem? We're just asking you to have a seat. There's no chairs. It's no chairs. I'm not sitting on the ground. You got me fucked up. So, my two sons and his son is off on the other side of the car crying. The officer goes over to my sons. I take off. The fuck is you doing? Hey, come here, boys. Come here. I put them behind me. I step to him. What's up? Oh, I'm just trying to reassure them that ain't your motherfucker. That's your problem. You not doing your job that you get paid for. You not even doing that. And you gonna come over here and try to talk to my kids. That's my job to reassure them that everything's gonna be okay. I know everything's gonna be okay because guess what? The Most High got me, not you. You can't dictate how this situation is gonna play out. The Most High does. So boys, everything good. Your daddy good. Well, your daddy over there petrified. But all of y'all, chill. We good. You need anything else, officer? All right, go ahead and take a walk. He walk off. They go to my nigga, right? I'm talking to the boys. It's all right, boys. It's all right. It's cool. Just calm down. Be cool. Wipe your face. It's cool. Daddy good. Uncle good. We good. My nigga come back over to me hurt. What's up, bro? This motherfuckers gave me a ticket for an open flash, bro. That's some bullshit. Cause they could. Dummy. Stupid motherfucker. The bottle was in the back seat on the passenger side. Nigga, they saw you looking at the bottle. You didn't have nothing in your system. You passed all the tests and you let them give you a motherfucking ticket. You idiot. You let them do that. You let them play you cock. It'll never be me. It'll never be me. And if every one of our people had that same mindset, or we're not going to allow y'all to get over on us, and we smart enough and knowledgeable enough about the laws and the outcomes of these situations, this shit would stop. But the fact that you got people that's dumb enough to have the police call to their motherfucking house when the police come up, now they want to be rah-rah and go fight with their motherfucking child. Now you got a 16-year-old dead. Because your stupid ass couldn't handle yourself accordingly. You couldn't be a grown man and handle your motherfucking emotions. You was offended that these girls came to your house to fight your motherfucking daughter. You kept your daughter in the house till the police got there. And then your daughter ran out with a knife and you came out like Billy Badass kicking bitches' heads across the street. We don't need police reform. We need community reform. Reform the police, take it out their pension, pay the families of them victims out the pension. But we got to have a bigger conversation. It's bigger than them fucking police. They do that because they allowed to, right? Think about a man who's with a woman for a long time who cheat all the time. He cheat because he fucking allowed to. Think about niggas that beat women. He beating women because he got a problem. He a bitch for real. And he's allowed to whoop this woman. Okay? That's just what it is. Because if he hit that woman and he got shot afterwards and lived, he wouldn't hit that woman again. He would, oh shit, I got shot last time I hit this bitch. Let me go ahead and chill. You know what? Ooh, I'm going to go take a walk. Lincoln Heights, it was a story I was told when I was a young boy. Lincoln Heights, motherfucking officer used to fuck with people all the time. Plant shit on them, embarrass them, catch them outside the store, make them drop their pants, lay down on the concrete for 30 minutes, and then, okay, y'all good, y'all get up. You didn't embarrass them and all of that. And so then one day they made a faulty call. We got a domestic disturbance. The officer pull up, they light the car up. Okay, you think they probably thought about that a little more? After that, like, well, you know, and they not stupid. They talk. They brag about that shit. The shit that they be doing to us. Now, I'm not saying everybody should be out here shooting police. No, not in the slightest bit. But we gotta carry ourselves accordingly. We gotta be all the way 100 because they gonna keep doing it because they allowed to do it. The government and the systems they've put in place has let them know that they comfortable. They allowed to do this. They allowed to pull up to a domestic disturbance with a bunch of little girls and just start shooting shit. And it'd be cool because they were justified only because there was a weapon on the scene. They don't shoot them white boys that be shooting up churches and Krogers and Walmarts and FedEx. They don't shoot them motherfuckers because they not allowed to. You kill that little white boy, you gonna have white folks on your ass. Right? So they don't want that. They don't want the majority on their heels. That's just what it is. So yes, rest easy, Micaiah. Rest easy, young lady. This one on your daddy. This one on that cop. This one on your actions. And this is on everybody that was outside the house. Every single person there. Man, every single person there should be held accountable. For the people that's new to the live, the whole point of me saying this is everybody there should be held accountable for that little girl's death. Everybody who was there that wasn't supposed to be there and they was trying to fight, y'all actions of going over there led to that girl's death, right? The little girl dying, you came outside after the police showed up with that knife on rah-rah shit. You kind of brought that on yourself. The father, boy, you let your daughter call the police, kept her in the house till the police got there. Then you let her go outside with that knife. You should be held accountable. The officer, you should lose your job, your pension, your benefits, and everything, and never be allowed to be a police officer in the United States ever again because you saw something going on, and the first thing you thought was to kill, not to disarm and not to disable. Okay, you had a whole lot of options. You let off 4 shots. That was deadly force. You used excessive force, which ended up being deadly force on a girl. 16, 26, 56. It doesn't matter. You use excessive force on a young girl. You did fucking wrong. You need to lose. I can't say that you need to be imprisoned for what you did because you had to make a decision on a whim and you made a decision out of fear instead of logic. So that's why you don't need to be a cop anymore. If you drew your gun, you should have hit that girl in the leg. Bow. And I don't care how many people gonna say, well, he could have killed her still because he could have hit a main artery. Guess what? I had to disable you, so I hit you in the leg. Had you not had that knife in your hand, I wouldn't have had, I'll send it to you in a minute, Cash. I wouldn't have had to pop you had you not came outside with that knife in your hand. So your death would still be on your hands. But I gotta keep you from hurting other people. And I gotta, but then and that's another fact people don't know. Cops don't stop crimes. They respond to them. So he really didn't have to stop that girl from getting stabbed. He could have waited till she stabbed her and then shot her up. Because you used deadly force on a human, I got to use deadly force against you. But that hadn't happened yet. You just saw the threat and then you took it as, boom, excessive force. But the fact that you went there without reaching for your taser, none of that, you already knew that you was going to be coming to a domestic disturbance, so you already knew it was going to be tense when you got there. You should already have it in your mindset. Let me unpop this taser real quick so I can go out here and shock me a motherfucker if they shock me. No, that wasn't what you did. So you should lose all abilities to be a law enforcement officer for the rest of your days, and you should lose any benefits that come with that. Period. You should be stripped of everything. The father should go to prison because you let your daughter come outside on that and you kicked the little girl head across the street. All the girls that was out there, they should be tried as adults for accessory to murder or manslaughter or whatever they gonna call it. Yeah, all of y'all should be charged. That's just the way I see it because, like the analogy I used earlier, if 4 guys go into a bank and rob it, and then a shootout takes place, and one of the robbers dies, and the other 3 get caught, they're going to be charged with the bank robbery, the shooting, and they're also going to be charged with murder. The death of that one robber that was with them, they're going to be charged with that because their actions led to him dying. Right? They all going to be charged with that. So everybody involved in that situation yesterday should be charged with something. Right? I don't care if it's involuntary manslaughter, accessory to a crime, whatever the fuck it may be. Everybody in that situation need to be held accountable. Yes, the officer was 100% wrong because you're a professionally trained shooter and you shot a girl 4 times as opposed to hitting her in the leg, the shoulder, or anywhere else. And you can't say that, well, he had to do that to protect everybody else because, the girl wasn't huge, right? So 5 feet away, if I shoot you with one of these police guns, them police guns got fire. You hear me? Yeah, at least second degree manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? But that you 5 feet away from this girl when you shot her 4 times. You shot her 4 times from 5 feet away. That bullet could have easily went through her and hit the girl behind her. Easily could have hit a collarbone, hit another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It was so me that you basically let off a firearm in a crowd. You was 5 feet away. You can't tell me you couldn't hit that girl in the butt cheek. Ball. My bad for your ass cheek, but hey, nigga, I ain't want you to get out here and doing too much. You might swing that knife at her, turn around, swing it at me, so I gotta react. Hit you in the butt cheek. Bow. I could have hit you in the shoulder. Bow, okay? Could have did something else. But the first thing you thought was to kill. not to disable. So yes, you did wrong. You need to be held accountable for that. And you being the professional there, you need to be held accountable to the highest degree. But the father that let that girl come outside and do all that and got involved in it, boy, go sit your ass down too. You know what I mean? Go ahead, sit your ass down, because you should want to go sit down, bro. Because your actions and your inability to be a grown man and think like a grown man led to your daughter's death, big dog. Period. And everybody else that was there on bullshit, go ahead, sit y'all asses down too. We're gonna try y'all as adults. 2nd degree manslaughter. Everybody. So I couldn't make a status about it because I had too much to say. You know what I mean? I had way too much to say to get on and do all that. But at the end of the day, man, that's just what it is. Everybody was wrong. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, as a father, his sentence will definitely be his guilt. But he still needs to be held accountable. You know what I mean? Like you gonna, it don't matter if you do a day in jail, a year in jail, you gonna deal with that, watching your daughter die for the rest of your life. And the crazy thing is, bro, we so fucked up in the head, I guarantee he don't feel no kind of way. I guarantee he not gonna feel accountable at all. He not gonna be like, man, I should have handled that differently. Now my daughter did. He gonna blame the cop. Fuck them police, they killed my daughter. He gonna put it all on the cop because we as a people have a problem with self-evaluation. And that's just the honest to God truth. What's up, baby? But yeah, that's my take on it. That's my take on it through and through. What's up, little bro? But at the end of the day, everybody got to go. But y'all be cool like how y'all be cool, all right? Shalom, water,